Okay. That's good. Oh wow, hey, welcome. All right. So we are working on commission. Where did my let's go. Oh, there it is. Found it. All right. My bad. Yes, we are working on a commission. So it's pretty much done. I'm gonna give it a little bit of texture, and then maybe do a little shadow, light, and all that. Yeah, but for the most part, it's all done. Okay, so then this one, go down here, and go up here, put a new layer in real quick. So yeah, I want to do kind of a burlap. Kind of texture. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to pull that off necessarily, but we're going to give it a shot. So I just kind of go in and gives it that kind of look. And we kind of probably do one right there. Yeah. It gives it that burlap look I'm going for sure. So we'll do this. This is on a totally separate layer, so I don't have to be as careful as I am being, but that doesn't hurt. I'm gonna try and do that real quick, and then I'll go through and do some kind of light and shadow work. But yeah, this one's pretty much done. Client is already happy with it the way it is, but I like to try and render it if I can. You never know. I mean, it can hurt, but digitally speaking, it can't hurt to try. If this were other medium, 100%, that could be, you could ruin it if you're not careful, for sure. Okay, so if we zoom out, yeah, that definitely gives it like a burlap look, which I like. It's good. All right, let's see. And this one was here, and this one was here. could probably make a brush to do this if I had the time. Alright, so we'll do that, that. Big gap going on now, but it's fine. Boom, 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 boom. That would be like right there. I'm alternating where it meets and doesn't, so it has more of a burlap kind of look. That's the goal, which is why some horizontal lines are in between and some are in the middle, because I think it gives it more of that burlap texture than if I were to just do it all one way. A little bit too much. Right there. In between, in between, in between. Between. So I think yeah, that's gonna look really good once I'm all finished, and there's only a little bit to do, so I'm just gonna do it by hand. Otherwise I would probably try to find a brush, because that's just easier realistically. Yeah, if there was like a lot to do, I'd probably just do it that way. I mean, I really like using brushes for patterns and stuff because it saves you time. That's a nice thing to be able to do. That's one of the reasons I really like digital art so much, is because it does save you time. Easy to no, that one's probably good, but keep this a little tighter. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. And if anyone has any questions at all, please feel free to ask. Happy to chat while I work. One of the reasons I do this, aside from giving me the ability to have one day a week where I have a kind of guaranteed, depends on the circumstances, but generally speaking it's a guaranteed day with a couple hours that I get to do my own art, or you know, in this case a commission, but still my own stuff. Put that there, that there, that there, in between. Okay, oops, go a little bit thick on that one. So I'm kind of thinning it back, or shrinking it back down. Thinning is the wrong word because they're all pretty much the same, but shrinking the squares back down a little bit, at least trying to, as we head to this edge, because that's what we did. We kind of just made it bigger on the way over. Like right after this split here, we kind of lost the size consistency, but it happened. Doing it one at a time is kind of helpful because if I was trying to do it all at once, it could be a pain. I just have to kind of go back in and change that left side up a little bit. Yeah. See here, we have to kind of turn these. Let's move this up to like right there. Is that? Yeah, I think that is what. Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. Double checking. So we're gonna go slight turn out to follow this. Arm. Alright, so let's zoom out here. Yeah, I'd say that gives it kind of a burlap look. Not perfect, but it's not bad. I'm just gonna kind of continue that. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe. Oops. Yeah, let's raise this a little bit here. Go in and do the more like a stitch on that side. We can even kind of thicken it up. Let's do that same thing over here. Like it was stitched up on that rather than burlap. Yeah, I like that. I think that's looking good. And I might change the color of those lines because they're on their own separate layer. I can do that without messing with everything else. Do this again. Okay, then we're gonna go boop, 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 boop. That one, okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, there's that. I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, so yeah, again, we're gonna go in here, thicker along that edge. And we'll get that side, we'll do it on this side. I think I want to put it like right on this. Oops. Like that. Yeah. Okay. I think that's pretty good. So again, do, 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 do. Do, 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 I think that's kind of where I need to be. Okay. And then, yeah, over here we're gonna something like that. All right. That down. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna change the color for these. Good start. All right. Yeah, these go in between. Cross, 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 cross. Okay. No. Nope. I think. Yeah. Yeah. In between, cross, 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 in between, cross, cross. And I think we got a little bit too close together. Alright. Hey, how's it going? I am working on a commission. Right now I'm putting in marks to make it look like a burlap sack. That one should be. Oh, nope, not what I meant. There. Queens, this one here. All right, that should be good. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, go down here, grab that color real quick. Come here. burlap. We're going to lock the pixels on that layer, and we're going to go dark brown. And we're going to bump the brush size up. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. Let's do brush. Yeah, the brush is already. So we're just going to do this. So that is already kind of selling that more burlap sack kind of look, I think. We just need to zoom out and see what we got. Yeah, I guess we could go a little bit darker. Yeah, I think a little bit darker is better. All right. Yeah, that helps it stand off that lighter brown a little bit better. Yeah, I think that kind of gives it a burlap sack look now. All right, so then, yeah. I don't know what that layer is for. That's that. Oh, okay, no, I do. Okay. Oh. Edge lines. There we go. So now I have everything labeled, so I know what's happening. Okay, I want. Yeah, I'll probably do. Okay, so we'll do light on this layer. We are going to go in here real quick. Grab that color. Going to do. Let's see what that looks like. I think that kind of does all that. That's a little bit closer to what I'm looking for, I think. Any way I do it, I'm gonna have to drop the opacity. Let's go down to like 50. That's better. All right, so let's go in here real quick. Okay, let's go back to my pen. I think that's the one I was using. All right, yeah, let's do that. Okay. We're definitely gonna have to put one right here at the top, kind of indicating that, you know, there's light here coming off the flame. Alright, and then let's see. Yeah, we'd probably put like a line right here at the top of the glass. Right. Oh yeah, I don't have anything holding it in. Oh, that's need to get it. We got that. So now we're going to go up here and put Then going back. Now it'll stay inside of all the colors. It won't be messing with the outside. Boom, 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 boom. Doesn't seem like it really affects that. Now I'm just going to put it on the edge of this, even though I think that technically it would probably just light that whole bit. Because that's kind of how light works. Back it up. One thing I really like about digital is I can just undo. Edge right there. A little bit like right here. Alright, so we got that bit kind of set up. With that already kind of helps. Let's see. Yeah. Now it's just kind of like where the natural light would be falling. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Bring it over here. Here we're gonna have light and top over here, there. And I generally do pretty rough passes on my light source, and then I go back and I fix things. It's easier for me that way. That, a little on this side. Generally speaking, I kind of have my shadow, like light coming from one side. Just like that. Keep it simple. Again, it's a rough first pass, and then I'll go through and adjust things. Bring this down a little bit since it is coming from that side. And down, down, down. Just kind of throw a little light here. edge of that pen. I guess we could probably put a little right here. Nope. Okay, there we go. Like that, probably catch a little bit right here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, that's already looking pretty good. Probably bring that farther over. Like that. Alright, I mean that's pretty solid. And we can duplicate the layer. Drop it down. And delete everything on it. And change it from overlay to apply. At least for starters, and we'll kind of worry about. Yes. Okay. Kind of throw down shadows like we did highlights. All right, so we're making our way through here. We can probably throw a little bit of shadow right here. Throw shadow down. Oops. Keep wanting to use the keyboard because it's right there, but I do have this thing, so I might as well use it. And kind of go down here. yes, I do kind of feel like I would do this since there is light coming from inside. Shadow from the glasses. Again, I do pretty rough passes for the initial stuff. And I tend to go back and fix things that are a little bit more tight, clean. Just want to see that. Yeah, I don't like that. Just thought it might have a red look, but nah, it definitely does not. Okay, and then yeah, here we have that dropping down. This right here, we'd be doing that. Okay, got this. This will get darker. And theoretically, this whole shoe bottom. This side is probably a little bit more like that. Might be a slight bit on that edge that kind of catches a little something. I don't know. Probably do a little bit right there. But we're getting a little worn down on one side of the nib. I can feel it. I don't like when it's doing that because then it feels like it's scratching. Which technically I guess it is. Do it kind of like that. That's fine. That. A rough kind of shading. Got this. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, I'm not really gonna push it. I think that's good enough. here. That real quick. I want to push this a little bit more on this side. Kind of like that. Bring this over here. Do that. Yeah, something like that. Close that little gap there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Pretty solid work. Adorable little guy. There's that. Yeah, I don't really know what else. I don't know if, does anyone have any requests? I can do some requests. Since I feel like I've finished this, I'm pretty happy with it. Just gonna switch screens real quick while I set up a new file. I am not stopping or anything. We are going to continue. I just need to save. I'm just going to export stuff real quick. Oh, yeah, no, wrong. There we go. Save that. Okay. And then export. Okay. Apologize. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's gonna just take a second. I apologize. But it'll be just a second, and then I can start messing around with some other stuff. Yeah, so if anyone has any requests, feel free to put them in the chat. Now we'll see what I can do for you. And if not, I will try and draw something else. I don't know. I know I have gotten some new reference stuff. It might be fun to play around with. Done. Okay, so now we just need a new file. Alright, so now let's see. Now we're back. My apologies. Let's see. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Let's do it. That's kind of one. Get my pencil and let's sketch up. what we got going on. And this. Okay. This one goes slightly up, and I'm sure someone's probably already seen this guy, but it's still a really cool kind of pose. I'm gonna do it. Bum, 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 bum. I think this is a little bit more right here. It's kind of a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. And drop that down here. This leg is up. Front. Other one. I don't know how to tell where that leg is, but we're gonna do it. Sorry about that. Attempt to. Okay, now that's that front leg. That goes straight almost, actually. And that back leg. Back. That is a mess. Okay, we can start here though. So now it's a matter of cleaning this up a slight bit. Okay. Like that. And then that one comes up right there. That thumb is right there. Get back here. Throw up there. Thumb of the hand. Let's do trace this. Like that? Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Alright, so then the back of the. Ooh, no. I don't know what we want. There we go. Okay, so that would be kind of the hand right there. And the arm would come back over here. That forearm. And elbow would be right there. Arm and bicep come right here. Okay. Try. And right here. That twist is wicked. Let's see. That shoulder is like right here. So this goes right here. Down, down. Arm goes like right there. Elbow right around there. Back kind of comes up right around here, we'll call it. Yeah, we'll move that shoulder back slightly. Yeah, that makes it a little bit more. I want it. Okay. This one cut in front. This one cut in front. I don't know what's happening with that one. That is funky. Alright, but let's see. Clean it up a smidge. Try and make it look right. I don't even know. That long sleeve jacket is not a helpful part of this. But it's it looks so broken. I'll probably have to adjust. Yeah, definitely have to adjust that a little bit. This needs to be a little bit straighter. Actually, like straight toward us. A little bit more correct. Still real rough. I'll probably just change that whole hand at some point here. This front hand looks pretty good. Let's back this up. We want that waist up. Alright, let's see what we got. When I clean this up a little bit. Something like that. Man, that is real rough. That is a difficult one. I would probably actually need to import that. Got it. Let's see what else we got. Apology. Did I say that? More than one? Yeah, let's mess with it. Okay, so then we'll put a new layer in here like that. Alright. I'm gonna do a fish island. Weird situation here. So let's do over there. Yeah. Okay, and then we got that. Got bang, 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 bang. And I need to come out a little bit more like that. That. Alright, I like this one a little bit. Going a little smooth. Kind of understand the shape better, I think, is the big upside to this one. Actually, it goes down and then up because it flattens on the and kind of rides on the nail, the talon, going down. Yeah, okay. So then, yeah, this one is going to go down first. Let's get in here with the eraser. Down. Up. Down. Up. Something like that for that foot. And here, yeah, going blue. Just like that. I'm a really big fan of ravens and just corvids in general. So this is a fun one. I always find them very fascinating and very intelligent. Kind of a really awesome part about these birds. Okay, so we've got that kind of laid out. I think that foot needs to be much bigger though, and that one needs to be more splayed. Yeah, okay, so let's grab this. And we're just gonna delete it. We're gonna start again. It's coming almost straight up like that, and then okay, so let's grab everything really quick so I can reside with what fits better. Yeah, okay. Okay, so then yeah, we're going to bing, bing. I think that's better. I think that's more what I'm looking for. Yes, that. Okay, let's see. And then yes, there's one that comes almost directly at us. Should I do that? And this one is going to go directly back almost. A little bit clearer. Goes like right there. Erase this. Yeah, now that is entirely wrong. Except for maybe that one. Alright. Okay, so then, yeah, we're gonna go back. That. This one's gonna come almost towards us. Like so. This one's gonna sneak out behind that one. Down to the ground. Close there, I think that's it. Yes, this one goes up, right there, down. Okay, so let's get in here real quick, erase out the parts that are a little funky, wrong. So that right there needs to come up more. So let's do that. Yeah. That one. We can do that right there. Okay. Out a little bit. Right, I like that. Much better. It's very close. I think that needs to kind of do that more, and then slightly over. Grab this, slide it right there. Eraser. That probably. It should be. Okay. That's all. Just like that. Again, as of right now, it's pretty rough. I want that to come up a little bit more, probably not that much though. Yeah, right there. Alright, so let's zoom out. Got those feet going. A little bit more that direction. Alright. Okay, so now we need that to kind of slide over like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's better. Get that a little bit more. Slide it over slightly. Pencil again. Alright, so then yeah, 2. That, and then there's a slight bump out for that other wing. Let's get the overall shape kind of down first before we start with that. Like that right there. Okay. Put that there. Yeah, all right. That there, back. Oop. Right there, neck. Okay. Push that. Zoom in. Here's better. Let's bring that up to like right there. This top of the beak. Like right there. Back. Comes back down. Slightly outside, it looks like. Bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bridge. Nope. That's wrong. That. Man, that is a rough looking. Oof. I messed that up pretty bad. Let's go. Back a second here. Let's do that. Maybe? Eesh. Probably need to erase that eye. I don't like where that's sitting at all. Okay. Maybe a little bit further back and probably a little bit smaller if we're being real. Right there. Okay. Erase some of this nonsense. Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense now. Closer, I think. Still not great. I'd almost have to put an eye right there, I think. The way I have the head going. wish I was doing a little bit better. Let's look at that. I do it like that. I got a little aggressive on the outside. There we go. I think that makes that better. Go a little bit more like that. Stitch that, bring that here. All right. Nope, actually that probably should be right there. Because that would be the wing. Okay. Back it up, back it up. That. Oops, it's fine. Okay. Do that. Let's see. That's that other wing. Theoretically. That going right there. Okay. Clean stuff up a little bit. Let's zoom out and see what we got. Oh, that's not bad. That's looking much better. Yeah, that's way better looking. Crushing it. How that's going. Let's see, it looks pretty decent. All right. Let's see. And then yeah, just throw in. Tail feather shaped things. Because, you know, pretty graphic start here. Kind of dig the look for this. I'm not gonna lie. Might change this a bit more though. I think that might need to just kind of be like there. Yeah. I might just drop it right. I don't know if I'm ever gonna actually like finalize this, but it looks dope. Just as is, I think so. Pretty this little nonsense here. Talons a little bit more oomph. I like that better. Hey, bud. Yeah, definitely go. All right, let's see. Much better looking, I think. This one might still, yeah, let's kind of adjust that too. Okay, yeah. Pencil in. Let's see. Let's get in here. Kind of give this like a. No. See, I don't know how I feel necessarily. I want it to be a little bit more. That one's too much. Okay, right here I know it's kind of little feathers that kind of go around there. All right, that's it. And then here. Nope. All right, that's pretty good. Dun, 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 dun. Going in and kind of giving a little bit more oomph to the lines. Do. Yeah, like where this one went. And I like not having any kind of pressure to finish. Like actually finish it. Always feels good sometimes just to sketch something for fun. Not have to worry about how it's going to end up looking. Like in the end, oh, how's it going to look? Like this. This is it. This is all she wrote. Yeah, I kind of dig it. Boom, 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 boom. No, that's not. You know, color it and kind of render it, but like that. So I'm not going to clean the lines up. There you are. here somewhere. Nope. Go here. Let's unlock those pixels right. I think that's the only break I see. Try that wand again. Oh. Okay, let's do this one more time. There we go. And yeah, invert that. In there. Boom. And let's actually I might just go straight black for the eye. I dig it. All right. There's that. And let's pop in. What's that? Then, why? This side. All right. Ding 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 dong. Lubricant. No? Okay. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to clean. We're going to green. Ooh. Yeah. Why not? You can change it later. I can't dig it right now. Oh wait, no, whoops. Aye. Somehow. There we go. Okay, so that, yeah. I deleted it. That's what happened there. Green. Gives it kind of a cool color. That's not what we're going for. There we go. Now that makes more sense. Didn't click until I saw that there was no shadow where I was. And I'm like, I know I put shadow there. Alright, let's see. Do. Drop that bit. Loses a little punch, but it's the fun. Whoops. There we go. eraser. Not. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Soft eraser. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, we'll call that, I think, for the day. Yeah, we got. But I think we're done. I've accomplished quite a bit, I feel like. Had a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And hopefully you'll stop by next time and see what's going on. If you want to see these pieces that I did, I will post them on social media after stream. The social medias are listed here. Zann20 on Instagram, Twitter, Kara, Blue Sky, I think even Tumblr still. Anyway, that's where you can go to find that stuff. I also will notify people when I'm going live through there. If you miss a stream and you want to see it, you can go to YouTube, also at Zann20. All of them are archived there. Every single stream from day one till now. So you can go see what you've missed or anything like that. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it again. And hopefully see you guys next time.